What's going on, Crosby Scholars? This is your friendly neighborhood middle school program coordinator coming at you with some quick tips to help you succeed in a pinch. Happy Friday. Let's get into it. We've all been there, right? It's a Friday morning. We've successfully procrastinated all week and we forgot to study for the big test we got going on today. I'm going to give you 3 tips that'll help you perform better on a test or an exam that you aren't prepared for. Number 1, if you've crammed literally anything, and I'm talking those 5 minutes, 10 minutes before the test, the first thing you should do is write that down. It's easy to draw a blank when your brain is trying to juggle the test, information that you might have learned, and any anxiety you might be feeling about being unprepared. Breathe and try to clearly remember any formula, pattern, or lesson plan regarding the test. Believe it or not, you're more likely to recall some of that information that way. I mean, after all, you've been in class all week. Even if it doesn't help at the moment, write down any information that you may remember. It's better to have these tools and not need them than need them and not have them. Number 2, make sure you understand exactly what the question is asking. Reread the question, reword the question, and even rephrase it or rewrite it if you have to. At the end of the day, you need to be able to make sure you know exactly what the question is asking and be able to truly address it. It's easy to get hung up on unnecessary details or scenarios, especially in word problems. What helps me with this problem is when I'm rereading the question and trying to get to the point, such as, Johnny's a construction worker. In 2 days, he built a 10-foot dresser, a 3-foot wall, a 2-foot desk, and a 5-foot dining table. Now, if the question is how long did it take Johnny to build all of those items, no one cares how tall or how long or how wide any of these items are. The point of the question was, how long did it take him? So these other factors won't really matter, will they? Number 3, when in doubt, guess, especially on multiple choice options. There's a literal 25% chance that you'll be correct. On short answer or essay questions, you may have a bit more flexibility about how you answer because you have the time and space to explain how you got to your conclusion. This may manifest differently in different subjects though, so please pay attention. In math, you may have to show your work, you may have to do different formulas or different procedures to get to an answer. Depending on your instructor, depending on what math you're doing, that may count towards your points, but not all the time. But it's just as important just to try to complete the problem to the best of your ability. In English is a bit more subjective as a subject, and different forms of media can be interpreted different ways. If you hear a song and I hear a song and we get different meanings out of it, it doesn't necessarily mean you or I am wrong. It just means we came to different conclusions. That's fine, as long as you're able to back up your position with solid reasoning or evidence that comes from the text or media that you're working with. You can always argue your position. With history or social studies, it may differ a little bit only because it may focus on specific dates, events, or people that may be a bit more rigid than a more subjective topic. In this case, try to remember as much as you can, use any of the information that you wrote down at the beginning of the test or that you may remember throughout the week, and try your very best to answer the question. As always, your teachers, your friends, and your Crosby community are resources to help you succeed. And if you have any questions about Crosby Scholars, our resources, or opportunities, feel free to reach out to us. Once again, this is Chester Jones, your friendly neighborhood middle school program coordinator, and I'm out. Happy Friday.